Hi there, it's Emily Walters. I'm here for my next bi-weekly update on my practicum. Where I am. So as I mentioned the last time, I'm now have transitioned and I'm really focusing on the second goal of my practicum, which is to develop individual um, data presentations for the 16 Let's Go dissemination partners. Um, our data analyst ran our data from the year-end surveys through SPSS and had provided me with a significant number of pages, and I'll show you that here, of data based on each of the sectors. So I have after school, childcare, and healthcare data based on the sum total for the state, and then also it's broken out by each individual dissemination partner. So my priority right now is I've been working on developing the graphs and the tables for each of the dissemination partners. So it's a lot of just basic data entry at this point. I'm looking at comparing the number of sites that were registered to the number of sites that completed the survey, to the number of sites that are statewide, looking at evaluating the number of the 10 priority strategies that are being implemented in each region, as well as comparing just some of the data points or some of the strategies that maybe require a little bit more in-depth analysis, which is looking at one of our strategies is around increasing options for healthy options for snacks and celebrations. And then we break it out by looking at how they reported or how sites, schools, and after school programs report how they report increasing healthy options for snacks as well as increasing healthy options for celebrations. So we do break it out specifically. Let's Go also has a recognition program. So based on the number of strategies that each site implements and how their responses to the year-end survey, we're able to say how many sites are recognized as sites of distinction. So I'm also doing a comparison of year to year, how many sites were recognized in 2012, 2013, and 2014. So that gives them a nice visual of where they are, and they're also able to see how many of the sites that were registered were actually recognized. So then our partners are able to really know if they're setting goals, personal goals for their region for this upcoming year, they're able to kind of know where they're at presently. So the plan is to continue with with inputting the data into the tables. I think I'll probably be done with that this week, definitely. And then for the remaining 4 weeks will really be around analyzing what the data is telling us. So really putting it together in the slide presentation form, taking the tables that I'm currently working on them in Excel, taking the files in the tables and putting them into PowerPoint, and then coming up with the talking points in the notes section of the PowerPoint. So that our dissemination partners are able to, actually know how to translate to different audiences what the data is telling them. We have shared with several of our dissemination partners that this resource is going to be available to them. The target was by Thanksgiving, so fortunately, because I'm able to do this practicum, it will certainly be available to them by September 1st, and I think they're pretty excited about that. So yeah, I feel still pretty good about the progress and where we're going, and I feel very confident that I'll be able to do all the analysis by the end of the practicum, the last week in August. I will plan on my next update just kind of sharing, I'll attach a file so you can kind of see where I am with one of our dissemination partner PowerPoints to kind of show you what it is that we're sharing. But it's pretty exciting. I like seeing the data. I like working with the data, and I'm glad to be able to practice my skills on developing the tables. It's something we learn in biostats and health statistics, so it's fun to be able to kind of refresh my memory on how to create those tables and use the tools that we've learned throughout our classes here. As always, I welcome any thoughts and feedback. And I hope everyone's doing well as we're entering the final month. I know some folks are already done, but I'm excited. Thank you. Bye.